Hello lovely people, it's Candy here again today, and I've got another box to open. I'm trying to get them all open, guys. You can see how many decks I've got. I've counted it up. I think I've got about 40 decks with reading cards and oracles and tarot all combined. But some of them are still not open, which is one of the reasons why I went on the depth year, which yeah, I need to do an update on the depth year so far. It's been interesting. Right, so today I want to open the Mystical Healing reading cards. It comes on the back of opening these yesterday, the soul cards. So they're a difficult act to follow, so I feel a bit sorry for them. But we're going to open them this morning. I've got some stones out as well. I've got my two favourites. Also, I know Tilly's at her dad's at the minute. She's watching. Tilly, I've got your stones out as well, darling, because I know you watch and I know you'll like to see them. So I hope you're having a lovely time and I'll see you soon. Okay, well, let's get this plastic off. I wish that decks just sent them out. I'd prefer to get decks a bit marked and scuffed and dirty from the post than to have all of this to throw in the bin that I know isn't going to disappear. Well, I don't know if I'm on my own here. Right, so sorry, what are we opening today? Mystical Healing cards by Inna Segal. It's a deck by Rockpool. And it is a deck that I saw. Oh my gosh, whose channel was it on? Autumn, was it your channel? Oh guys, I've forgotten whose channel it was on. I'm going to go back through my through the channels I watch and see if I can find where I saw this card. It might have been Autumn's channel. If not, I apologise and I'll put a link below. The box is beautiful. Okay, it opens up like this. It's a insert where they're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, it's a Rockpool Publishing. Here are the backs of the cards. Look, again, more plastic. I prefer my cards, honestly, to just move around and get a bit bashed than to have plastic. And it comes with a 87-page book, which is full colour, which is lovely. In the book we have an introduction, Mystical Healing reading cards all numbered, about the author, about the illustrator and acknowledgements. So how to use the cards, a spread there, a spread here, so different spreads, which is nice, about 4 spreads, and then you've got the individual cards. So you've got the number and the title, you've got a key phrase, you've got a description, and then an action that you can take. So that's quite nice to have all of those there. It says at the front, the Mystical Healing reading cards have been created out of a profound knowing that we need to have access to a greater wisdom, which lives inside our heart and soul, as well as in the higher dimensions of existence. Each card asks that you take more responsibility for how you think, feel, and show up in the world. Oh my gosh, that's so bizarre, because I've been journaling this morning and doing some card readings, and every time I've come back to the idea of radical responsibility. So it seems bizarre that I would read that about taking responsibility. Oh, synchronicities, guys. It says, this deck is mystical, intuitive and imaginative. It beckons you to wake from your inner slumber and search for the hidden meaning of life. Every picture is provocative, emotional, mysterious and full of daring intensity. Each card asks you to take the time required to meditate on its particular aspect. When you slow down and really look, you will discover many cryptic, esoteric themes that you can begin to ponder. This can potentially open the doors to higher worlds and the eternal discoveries that can strengthen your soul and awaken your spirit. Whether you pick one card or several, I encourage you to sit with the image and ask yourself, how does each aspect of this picture make me feel? What connections can I make? What is the mood of this card? Which symbols awaken something in me? Where does this card take me in my capacity for deeper contemplation? What is the card saying about my past, present, or future potential? In what way is this card asking me to develop more expression, awareness, and flexibility? After you have thoroughly explored all the aspects of a particular illustration, I then encourage you to read the meaning in the guidebook. Whilst the meanings are powerful and transformational, they are ultimately there to guide and incite you to think for yourself. So it's a quest for inner knowing and taking responsibility. There again, we've got it again, even in the instructions on how to use the deck. So responsibility to think for ourselves. You can see the size of them compared to a Rider-Waite typical tarot card. They're wider and longer. They are glossy. You can see the shine of my light there, but they are nice cardstock, and the cards are slippy. They are not stuck together glossy. Okay, so let's have a look. And we have got, did it say 40 cards? How many cards have we got in here? 36 cards. Let's make sure you can see Tilly's stones still. Okay, so we've got access, clear thinking. I love the colours on them and the kind of antique-y feel of them. Assimilate life experience. I love that kind of Venetian masked ball feel to that. Awaken your vulnerability. Again, we've got the masks in that. Become more objective. It's very, so far with the two crosses, it's very sacred art feel, isn't it, to it? And here you've got like the mandala and sacred geometry. There's a lot to go on, isn't there? We've got the swan again. Break addiction. Oh my gosh. And we've got the swan there. Well, that speaks to me in volumes. We've got the swan and the breaking out of the egg and the rebirth. It could be a phoenix, I suppose, but I read that as a swan. And anybody who has been on my channel for a while knows to me that swans, I collect swans. I love the imagery of swans. They speak to me of hope. They speak to me of the chaos that goes on underneath the surface. Anybody who's been on this channel before will also have heard me speak about my own journey with addiction and food addictions. So that for me speaks of hope, and you've got the tiny window there coming in. Even if it's a tiny ray of hope and light, it's still there. Contemplate death and beyond. Yeah, I love these. I can remember seeing them on a channel and thinking those are just spectacular. And I do apologise, I can't remember whose channel it is, but I will try and track it down. If I fail to track it down and tag you, could you let me know, please, in the comments that it was you? Because I did have a dialogue with somebody about, I've just ordered those cards. I suspect it was Autumn on her channel. I'm going to have to go in and look. Create boundaries. Wonderful. Develop stronger communication. So much to work on, so much imagery. Embrace meditation. Ennoble your soul. That speaks to me of the shadow depths and the mask, and taking off the mask and being brave enough to to delve into the darker side of who we are and the evil of who we are, and to integrate it and understand what real moral choice and strength truly is. Examine your integrity, absolutely. I love the artist there and the fingers of responsibility. Experience rebirth. Explore your ancestry, the cogs that make us. Focus on higher truths and ground yourself. It's very temperancy in the star card, isn't it? Healing. It's a no. It's a yes. So far, there's not much diversity. We've got a lot of white skin represented here. We've got sacred imagery, I know, as well, and geometry, but where the people are represented so far, there's not much diversity. Listen to your guardian angel. Now, I do like that card. I do struggle with sometimes with angels, just because of the damage wrought within my life by Christians and people claiming to be walking a Christian faith. So it is my own trigger that I'm bringing to that, which I am very aware is my own to carry. But still, I still like that though. Listen to your intuition, absolutely. Love your body. Right. Minimise guilt. Again, we've got the swan there. And the swan again, oh my goodness me. I absolutely love that. Practice positivity. Isn't that just beautiful? Recognise divine timing. Still very white-skinned. I do wish that that it wasn't. I have another deck to share with you that I opened that had the same issues of white skin within it and no diversity. I think it might be a case that I need to start saving now I'm in depth year, so that I can save to get other decks that aren't mass produced, that do address this issue of diversity, so that I don't have all white skin decks, because it isn't the world that I want to see. It really isn't. So relinquish control. Reverse dissociation. Now, dissociation is something that I've really struggled with. I was very dissociated for years and really had a problem trying to come back. And I wrote a poem about what dissociation felt like, and like the split and sitting one side of the divide and looking at the other side. I might share some of my poetry at some point. But that really is a very good depiction of dissociation for me. It's how I experienced it. Show self-respect. Step into the unknown. Stop breaking agreements. The key words on this: pull no punches. It really, I like it, but it doesn't pull any punches, some of these key phrases. Take positive action, absolutely. We're in a time now where towers are crumbling around us. There is a huge shift. I've been reading some books about Aleister Crowley. In fact, I've got one here right next to me on the desk. I've been reading the L'Homme de Quête book about the Thoth Tarot, and Aleister Crowley's take on the new eon and the shift in consciousness, and whatever you want to say about Aleister Crowley, some of the words that I've read about this new shift, I've had to agree with. We're in a new time, guys, and we're in a time where decks with no diversity are needing a rethink. We really need to not do it. I'm going to be so much more careful in the future about researching and not putting my money into all white skin decks, because you have support. If I can love and appreciate and use this deck and appreciate it, and I love it, but if we keep supporting this and we don't speak out, we're saying this is okay because I'm represented, but if I know that this can't be used by somebody of colour without feeling like they're unseen, then how can I truly love this deck? If my black friend down the road picks this deck up and flicks through them and I know that they're not represented, then I am enjoying this deck, not showing I'm bothered about the fact that she's not seen or represented in there. So I do love the imagery in this deck. I love the keywords. I love the call to healing within it. I love the imagery of the swans within there. I'm even kind of strangely okay with the sacred Christian element of this deck. But what I am not okay with is the lack of skin colour diversity within it. And I will, from now on, be calling that out in deck walkthroughs as the smallest, most beginning step of the things I can do to try and build a world that I want to live in. So yeah, the mystical healing reading cards, beautiful, undiverse though, deep. They look like they're going to kick ass. They have animal energy in there that I really relate to. But I would like to see more diversity in that. Let's see what the cards have to say about the issues that I'm feeling at the moment. Have we got a message from the deck itself? Let's have a look. Whoa. Listen to your intuition. We have point A, which is a map of the world and the cyclical journey that we're on, and the skin of the white woman looking at the black and white bird. We have point A. Where are we heading? Where's this map and this chart taking us to? We have point B here, which is an egg. She's drawn an egg. New birth, new life, a new world order. We have point C. It is a bird. It is black and it is white. There is one for sorrow. There is sadness here. There is sadness around this issue. And behind it we have a second magpie beginning to show through. One for sorrow, two for joy. This magpie, its wings look more dragon-like. It's the magic of integrating this, of taking the ideas that we've got about this new day and this new world and the direction we're heading in, to bring about two birds. In fact, look, there are two birds. I only read it that as one bird, but there are two there. We're giving birth to something here. It's becoming more and more magical. Why did I only see one bird? I saw one for sorrow, but there's two for joy there. And there's a third one coming, which is even more magical. This has got to be a combining of us all. New worlds. Let's map a future where we do have joy. We don't just have one for sorrow, we have two for joy. And that combination is going to bring out something magical, something we've never seen before. A black and white bird with the magic of dragon's wings. Yeah, let's grab the egg, guys. Let's if we've got these decks, let's not use them not seeing the lack in them. And as a creator, if I ever start creating my own decks, I will be looking at that. I will be making sure that what I create creates what I want to see, not what's gone before. That's what my intuition is telling me. There is magic at our fingertips. Become more objective. I've just pulled. We need to become more discerning, don't we, guys? We really do need to become more objective. And the bottom of the pack is reverse dissociation, that one that really spoke to me. Okay, guys, well, that's it. That's the mystical healing greeting cards. Let's all come together and heal the mess that we've got ourselves into. There are so many towers coming down at the moment. There's so much healing to be done. There's race, there's the environment, there's economic growth above everything else. There is the lack of care for the most vulnerable. As a carer of a profoundly disabled child myself, I feel that. I feel my own invisibility within all of this as well. And the economic move away from caring for the most vulnerable scares me. It frightens me. So let's make sure that we recognise our divine timing in this. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening if you've got this far. And I will see you next time. Bye.